I subscribe to a lot of different channels in order to stay connected with the off-road community. With some channels, I really don't watch most of the content because it just really doesn't appeal to me. You know, a lot of the mega channels like Light Bright, Way of Life, and Not a Rubicon really don't appeal to me personally because I'm not really interested in all that bolt-on JL stuff. And honestly, a lot of times they make really easy obstacles look hard in my opinion. But there is some channels where every time one of their videos pop up in my feed, I can't help but watch them. I love hardcore action, but I also love good off-road storytellers and guys on a budget who work on their own stuff, wrench on their own stuff, and wheel the hell out of it. This video is going to introduce you to some of my favorite channels that are currently posting awesome content. So take note of these great channels. Pop open a beer and binge watch, some great off-road action. And I'll let you know there is a lot of good videos on YouTube and good channels on YouTube, but people come and go in the off-road world. They buy a buggy or they buy a Jeep and they build it up and wheel it for a year or two and then move on to the next hobby, drag racing or golf or whatever, and they don't post anymore. And I'm not going to review channels or recommend channels to you that aren't posting any current content. Matt's Off-Road Recovery is a channel about a guy named Matt who runs a towing and off-road recovery business in southern Utah. Matt is constantly recovering trucks, Jeeps, RVs, side-by-sides, and even Toyota Priuses. Is that plural for Prius? Priuses? Or is it Prii? Well, he recovers Toyota Prii from the trails and sandy back roads of southern Utah, and he pretty much does it all in a beat up old XJ on bald tires. It's pretty amazing. Every video on Matt's channel is more than a recovery. It's a cool story blended into an off-road adventure. I think his channel is one of the most interesting channels on YouTube. With the storylines and cast of characters, it's almost like an off-road reality show. I'm definitely hooked on Matt's Off-Road Recovery. Ma Rocks is quite possibly the most hardcore off-road channel on YouTube, yet hardly anybody knows about it. The videos aren't well edited, but the action is so extreme that the lack of editing really doesn't matter. It's mostly rock buggies playing on various extreme obstacles in Utah, Nevada, and California. If you're a rock buggy guy like I am, you're going to love this channel. The variety of rock buggies is amazing. It's got everything from $150,000 turnkey buggies to $6,000 budget buggies, all running the same stuff together. It really is a good channel. And that brings us to Pathmaker Productions. Do you want to see some badass home-built rigs running through rocks, mud, and snow in the Canadian woods? Well, these guys are true snow Mexicans with the customary and that's mint, boys. It's got everything you'd expect from the Great White North. The real beauty of this channel, is the variety of rigs in the video. I mean, they got everything from the usual Jeeps and Toyotas and rock buggies, all the way up to Suzuki's, Nissans, and full-size trucks on the trail. And none of these rigs are bolt-on mall crawlers. Every rig is a unique home-built crawler. The actual wheeling in these videos is very entertaining with lots of flops, generous use of throttle, and some spectacular brakes too. This channel is proof that not all Canucks live in trailer parks and drive cars with square wheels. The Wrecked Gear channel has a little bit of everything, you know, full-bodied rigs, buggies, truggies, and juggies, and a little bit of overlanding and other weird crap thrown in. Billy Bronson, the owner of the channel, is a real cool mofo, you know. He's not one of those condescending, uppity spazzes like the host of some other channels. The dude is down to earth and enjoys filming other people having fun just as much as he enjoys having fun himself. Billy, like me, has a real love affair with trail trash. You know, those budget builds that people take out and wheel the piss out of. The production quality and editing of these videos is pretty damn good, actually, you know, especially the editing, which cuts out the boring crap and keeps the viewer interested in what's going on. It's one of those channels where I always click on his videos when they show up in my subscription feed. I guess this is Rich Klein's official Trail Hero YouTube channel now. You know, unfortunately in the past he had media related to Trail Hero all over the damn place. You know, I know he really tried to promote his stuff on Amazon, but those videos were always a pain in the ass to find, and just condensing it all on YouTube is way easier in my opinion. If you haven't been to Trail Hero, get there. It's honestly the best rock crawling event in the world. Where Ultra 4 went more trophy truck than rock crawler in the last 10 years, Trail Hero is all about rock crawling. You know, if you go, you'll be rewarded with the best trails in the country and get to see the best rock crawlers in the world perform right in front of your face. Anyway, this channel has some of the highest quality rock crawling videos you'll ever see. The scenery is amazing, the trails are amazing, and the rigs are pretty amazing. The odd part is that this channel gets hardly any views. I don't get it. It's literally one of the best, if not the best, rock crawling channels on the internet. You know, maybe Rich needs to get some advice on promoting his work a little bit better. I don't know, but every off-roader should be subscribed to this channel because every video is amazing. My favorite video is the one where Steve Nats is just rolling through broken chain like it was nothing. And I know the group of rock buggies I roll with a lot of the time, we all just watch this video over and over, and when we're on the trail, we're always talking about it or bringing up references to Steve Nance in that video. So, you know, there's some really good content on there. Many people falsely believe that I'm just a buggy guy, but that's not even remotely true. I'm actually a hardcore Jeeper at heart, and I'm on my 5th Jeep, and my wife is on her 3rd Jeep. But I'm a different kind of Jeeper. I hate all that stupid overlanding crap, and I like Jeeps that are built to be capable rather than have 1,500 pounds of useless shit bolted to them. I hate Jeeps with angry-faced grills, 20-inch wheels, and rooftop tents. You know, I can't stand bolt-on coilover kits with shocks hanging a half a foot under the axle tubes. You know, honestly, I have more respect for the guy out there in a stock Wrangler wheeling his ass off than I do for a guy who throws $50,000 in parts at his Jeep and is afraid to put a scratch on it. Rubicon Cats channel is a Jeepers channel. Sure, there's some buggies thrown into the videos for variety, but it's mainly about Jeeps. But unlike most Jeeping channels, Rubicon Scat features Jeeps that actually wheel their asses off. Rubicon Scat videos tend to be very short and normally just focus on single vehicles going through single obstacles. But that's better than being bored to death with a 15-minute video that has almost no action in it. But the best thing about Rubicon Scat's videos is that we get to see a huge variety of different Jeeps and different build levels out wheeling hard. This isn't one of those channels where the owner is obsessed with their own rig. Rubicon Scat gives other rigs most of the camera time, and I appreciate that. Dr. Willy's channel proves that The East Coast guys can rock crawl too. Most West Coasters think that all they do on the East Coast is rock bounce and play in mud holes. But that really isn't the case. They actually have some technical rock crawling back there too. In my opinion, Dr. Willy's videos show the real side of Eastern wheeling. You know, tune out of the busted knuckle and mad ram stuff if you want to see the real East Coast wheeling scene, and subscribe to Dr. Willy's channel. The 4x4 Extreme channel is mainly hardcore wheeling in the western deserts. Most of the action is centered in New Mexico, and if you own a rock buggy, his videos really make you want to go to New Mexico. Most of the videos on this channel are POV or point of view videos, you know, probably filmed from a GoPro in the cab of his buggy. I generally don't like point of view rock crawling videos because I like to see the entire perspective of the obstacles and the vehicles going through them. But his videos are watchable because he almost always films rigs in front of him going through the technical sections of trails. So you get an idea of what they're doing. The rigs on his channel are all badass, and the drivers don't seem to shy away from the good lines. If you're a rock buggy guy like I am, the 4x4 Extreme channel should be popping up in your subscription feed. Desert Dog is some asshole that works on Jeeps and rock buggies who seems to have penis envy, and his welds look like absolute dog shit. Wait a minute. That's my channel.